I wrote on a website.
You work on a website.
And you're a director.
I'm a director.
Yeah.
And you work on a website.
Yeah.
And together, we are the director and the website.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not? That's a new movie. It's called The Director and the Website.
We can do it after.
No, let's do it. Let's do it now.
Deauville.
This is the opening scene, okay?
Yeah. Great. So,
Two people sit in the corner of the Villa Cartier. And it begins with a question.
yeah. So, let's do it.
That's the question? Okay, that's the beginning. Ready? And action.
Action. So, in another Earth, Britt Warning was already here, and
Yes.
she's here in that one too.
Yes.
Was she your first choice for this movie?
Yes, of course. Do you want a bigger question and bigger answer?
Yeah.
Britt Marling is one of the most talented young actors. Anybody is lucky if they get her in their movie. I just happen to be friends with her, so you know, lucky me. But yes, she was my first choice.
Yeah. So you want to do other movies with her? Yeah.
If I should be so lucky.
Yeah. So, how did you meet Astrid?
I met Astrid.
Was it here?
On a computer.
Yeah. Oh, Skype.
We met on Skype.
How did you choose?
My personality on Skype is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, the thing about Skype that's interesting, it's kind of like meeting somebody at a prison. Like one of them's in jail, so you can't exactly touch them or like say hi.
Yeah.
You kind of put your hand on the screen. Not that I would touch them. That sounds really weird. But, you know, you can't embrace. Like we shook hands. Did we shake hands? Yeah. So you can't do that over a screen.
Yeah.
People are gonna watch this.
Maybe one day we can.
On a website. On one day.
Yeah. No, maybe one day we can shake hands by.
Over the screen.
Yeah.
Like a hand will come out of the screen and go like.
We can do it.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm shaking. That's great.
So yeah.
We just invented the future.
Yeah. We can make a movie now.
We can make our website is your website should be the first website where you can shake hands with the people on the screen.
So yeah.
So it'll be called the handshaking website.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh my gosh, Brad Pitt was on that. I got to shake his hand.
Yeah. So you met Astrid by Skype and you.
I met her I met Astrid via Skype. Well, you know, it was hard to cast Sophie. I'd seen a lot of great actresses, very, very talented people for the part, but I was looking for something really specific. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but Astrid has it.
Yeah.
And I met her and we Skyped. We were going to Skype for like 10 minutes, but we ended up talking for a few hours.
Yeah.
And by the end of our conversation, we talked about she had read the script, we talked about the script.
Yeah.
And you know how we would approach it. And by the end of the conversation, I just cast her. I just said, "What are you doing at the end of January? You want to come to New York? You got the part." No reading or anything like that. It was just like she was perfect.
Yeah. And for Michael Pitt and the others, how do you proceed?
With Michael Pitt, I met him in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
At a coffee shop called Rabbit Hole. Nice spot on Bedford Avenue in Williamsburg, and we met for a cup of coffee. Just sort of, I had an opportunity to meet him, which I jumped at. I was very excited because I had admired him for a long time as an artist. But there was no agenda. It was really just to meet and say hello.
Okay.
And during the conversation, and that was kind of a long time too. Midway through it, I was like, "Wait, let me tell you an idea." And I told him a story that I had, and I have a lot of short stories that I wrote that are on my computer of different movies I'd eventually want to make, and this was one of them. And so I just thought he'd be perfect for this part of a scientist. And then we started working together.
William Potter was already in Another Earth, and
he's in this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about building families. You know, like I feel really grateful. That's the thing. I feel really, really grateful to get to interact with such talented, wonderful artists who I admire. You know, I feel lucky. I feel fortunate, and especially, you know, the craft of acting is such a difficult thing to do well. You know, because an actor has to be both vulnerable and honest in an environment in front of an apparatus that is not on it. It's like a camera and lights and all that stuff, and yet there's a certain it's just a really incredible talent, and so I'm humbled by that, and I'm excited by great talented artists, and so you know, when I meet people, I want to, you know, continue to work with people.
With them.
It feels like
it's
family.
Cool.
It's good. Yeah, and even William, like, even though it was a small part, like, I was like, William was so funny because I was like, William, I really want you to play this part. I know it's just a small, like, little cameo kind of thing. And he's like, dude, you're gonna cut me out of the movie. He's like, I read the script. He's like, it's a beautiful script, but you know, you might cut that scene. And I was like, no, I promise, I'll keep it. And I was like, can you fly to India? And he's like, you want me to fly to India to do a scene inside of an elevator?
Yeah.
He's like, we can shoot that in California. Like, just put an elevator here. But he's such a wonderful, talented human being, and I'm really happy he said yes.
And how did you choose, the little girl?
Kashish.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of audition tapes of young, talented, first-time actors, basically. And she, you know, there was a couple of things I was looking for. I was looking for someone who had the same energy as Astrid.
Yeah.
You know, like a sort of synonymous feeling. Didn't have to have the same, not the same face, but the same energy.
Yeah.
And Kashish, Kashish is a natural. She's when you hear that expression, oh, they're a natural. Like, she's that. She's someone who's completely unself-conscious of the camera. It's as if the camera were invisible. And what's amazing is she's not like the way she is in the movie in real life. Like, in real life, she wears like bright pink dresses and like dancing and laughing, and she's like she's a bundle of joy. She's such a glowing spirit, and then she plays this character like she's acting. And it's amazing.
Yeah, she's very good.
She's very, very, very talented.
Because it's difficult to work with children.
I expect so, but she made it really easy. She's also incredibly generous too. Like, she would like, we would give her a cake or something, like, you know, like, or like toys or something, like gifts, and she would bring them to all of her friends and give it to all of her friends. Like, she has a spirit of sharing that like teaches us grown-ups how to be even better humans.
Are you fascinated by the eye?
I'm not interested in eyes at all. I think eyes are so boring. Like eyes? Boring. Totally uninteresting. If anyone made a movie about just eyes, you know, and called it like Eye Origins or something like that, like, I wouldn't be interested. It sounds kind of boring, right?
Only eyes.
No, I think eyes are amazing. Eyes are, well, every single person on the planet Earth has their own unique pair of eyes. Even identical twins have different eyes. And so, if you look at it, if you take a lens, like a macro lens, and you zoom it in really, really close, it looks like a universe. It looks like a supernova. You know, it looks like something you would see from the Hubble telescope. And it's uniquely yours. So I think there's just a lot of interesting science and stories about the eye, and with iris biometrics, which a lot of people have seen in Minority Report, where Tom Cruise walks around and everything. You know, telling a story, a love story that involves that science is interesting to me. Like, I'm a nerd. I like that kind of stuff.
Did you make some research about?
I made like 10 years of research. I read something over the weekend about it, and I was like, oh, this is great. No, I researched it. I researched it a lot. Research is very important to me. I spend a lot of time in laboratories working with scientists, and I admire scientists again, just like I admire actors. I admire scientists so much, and I think what they do, whether they're, you know, a biologist or a chemist or astronomer or an engineer or a mathematician or any field, or marine biologist, scientists are the force that makes the entire human population know more every single day. from discoveries, and that's I feel indebted to them.
So we can. The movie is very spiritual, I think, because there are a lot of symbols like the white peacock.
Yes. I forgot about
the
that.
The eye she's got around her neck. The blue eyes of Greece, So
and Greece. The
and
evil,
so the last part of the movie is in India, and this country is also a country about a lot of spirituality, all their gods, and so do you like that?
Yes, the thing about this movie,
and do you believe more in God or in science, maybe?
I think that is a heavy question, man. Seriously.
Because we can see the character of Michael Pitt, for him is science. Science is everything, but
he changes.
Yeah, when he met Sophie. Yeah, he was not sure anymore, But
yeah. I love stories about people who believe in something firmly and then it gets disrupted by or challenged.
Yeah.
In a way, because they remind us that all of us, the apple will turn many times in life, as they say. That you will hit another reversal and another reversal until you're 99 years old. You may even surprise yourself.
Yeah.
And what do I think about science and spirituality?
Yes,
I think they fit together really quite well. Science is the domain of the natural world and things that you can test. The physical world, the things, we have 5 senses: sight, smell, hearing, taste, and something else. I don't know what it is. And we experience the natural world through those, and then we have scientific tools that can see infrared and different wavelengths of light that we can't perceive, and yet those are things that we can test because they're in the natural world. And I think the spiritual is a domain that's beyond our natural world. It's the metaphysical realm, and science has the language to understand that there is such a thing. So you can see they can comfortably be in the same place at the same time without. And that's why there's a scene about the worms. And that explains everything. That's there. If you want to understand how they work together, watch that scene.
So how do you feel to be here again?
I feel so good. I feel really relaxed, and it's like a beautiful place. Really wonderful people. It has an intimate atmosphere. Everyone's so friendly. The presentation is wonderful. The movie's presentation. Because we mixed it in Atmos, which is 148 discrete channels of audio, and they outfitted the theater here with all those speakers. Did you watch the movie here?
It's awesome.
It was awesome. Like the presentation was brilliant.
With the Dolby Atmos.
The Dolby Atmos
is completely crazy.
It was completely crazy. And they put that in for our movie to screen. Is what I understand, which is incredible. There's such a love and respect for cinema and this kind of cinema here, which is
even the screen.
Even the screen is perfect.
It's perfect.
Like I want to watch every single movie in that theater. I wonder if I can just stay here and watch movies for a long time. That would be nice. And it's kind of beautiful.
Okay, so thank you very much.
And last question.
Oh, last question? Okay.
Last question. I'll make the answer really short.
What's your next project, and do you think you could continue that genre of movie, or maybe?
I hope so. My next project, I have a few different things that I'm working on. I like to stay busy. Nothing I should probably announce yet, but I'll say definitely I want to continue to do that which is personally meaningful.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. This was a wonderful interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cyril?
Mike.